8:15 on this Friday morning, and 2 years ago, Baltimore City leaders announced a $100 million debt owed by the city. The following year, the federal government gave the city $650 million for COVID relief funds. The city should have a surplus, much like the state of Maryland, yet it does not. Joining us now, CEO and founder of OpenTheBooks.com, Adam Andrzejewski. Adam, this is something that's, it wasn't really surprising before COVID, but then when we heard federal relief, you think, okay, well, that would be able to wipe out the debt. It doesn't seem to be the case.
Yeah, it's not the case. So Truth in Accounting, they're an organization that just ranked the 75 largest, most populous cities across America. And on financial strength, Baltimore ranked 65th out of 75. Here are some of the other cities that beat Baltimore. Oakland in California, and they're not a well-run city. They were 58th. Milwaukee in Wisconsin was 64th. Baltimore was 65th. And then you had places like Pittsburgh, St. Louis, Philadelphia, and New Orleans. These are not well-run places, Tom.
Yeah, I mean, these are the same cities you've heard over and over again. I mean, Philadelphia, we can go back to the 80s knowing that there were some debt issues that have gone back and forth in that city. Baltimore, though, it seemed for a time there was some kind of relief, and now it's just stayed steady in debt. And some people argue even they say leaders want that so that the federal funds will keep coming into the city.
Yeah, it's very interesting. So we took a look at what's driving the unfunded liabilities in the city. And certainly it's bonded debt for like infrastructure projects and things like that. But one out of every $3. So a big driver of this is promises made to public employees for their retirement pensions and their retirement health care benefits. So these were promises made that have never been funded. And so what you have is, you know, in the state of Maryland, right there in Baltimore, public employees are going to have to work a little bit longer, pay in a little bit more for their retirement benefits, and have a little less lucrative public pension at the end of the day. All of that needs to be on the table with negotiations with public employee unions.
Adam, yeah, we heard that from Stephanie Rawling-Blake when she was mayor, talking about how they went from 20 to 25 years, firefighters, police officers. And then just this last year, Baltimore City Council members are saying, no, we should just get for 8 years. They've been pushing back and forth on trying to get I guess, their benefits for the rest of their lives with that pension for just serving 8 years. So that's back and forth here. Baltimore County just received a AAA bond rating just 2 days ago, saying that they're doing really well. So what's the big difference between the city and the county?
Well, I think in the city, it's all about the levels of cash compensation and excessive pay. So we just looked, Tom, and it's breaking right here. In 2011, there was 130 six-figure city employees, those people making $100,000 or more. Today, there's 2,700 six-figure public employees. As you know, a couple of months ago, we looked at the Department of Public Works. Back in 2011, there was two $100,000 employees. Today, there's 130. You used to have trash picked up on a weekly basis, and now it's every 2 weeks. So if you're paying for a big, expensive bureaucracy, it hurts city services. These dollars need to go into rank and file workers. City services can be improved, and taxpayers this long-term liability can be erased eventually.
Adam Andrzejewski with OpenTheBooks.com. Thank you again for looking at the numbers.
Thank you, Tom.